Hey guys, this is a review of this Seiko alarm clock and I'm just gonna show you how it works and just tell you my experience with it so far. First off, I've got this one for about half a year now. I needed an alarm clock, a dedicated one, not just the one on my phone, because I overslept that one several times and my workplace didn't like that. So I've got one like this here. At first I wanted to get these old Casio ones with the actual clicking clockwork, and not one like this where the dial is actually just gliding along there. Gliding along. So you pretty much can't hear it in the normal environment that you're actually using it. But it is still noticeable. Just I can't show you on the camera, it just doesn't come through. But if everything's quiet and you're actually trying to sleep and you have this right on your bedside table, right beside your head, you will notice the clock just producing noise. And at first I actually was on the edge about sending it back to Amazon, just because I was so annoyed by it. But I stuck around with it a little, and I just placed this a little bit further away from my head. Like, I've now got it down on my CD player that is right beside my bed, and I can't hear it now at all. And I'm actually pretty happy that I stuck with this one, because I'm having a little comparison to a much cheaper alarm clock right here. This one is of a discounter at near my place. It's called Lidl, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna push these two buttons, and you can probably already tell the difference in price. Hear that? That's quite easy to the touch, and you notice it, slightly. And now this. Just the noise of that sound puts me off. It's crazy, it's so loud. And that leads me to the second point, which is the actual light in the both alarm clocks. I will turn out my table light right now. It's pretty dark in the room. You can see the next thing, all these numbers are not really illuminated, but they've got this afterglow with these radioactive isotopes in there. And man, they are bright. In the night when I've got my lights off for 2 hours and I still can't sleep, I can still see this glowing, almost as intense as it is right now on my CD player, and I'm always able to read off the time without turning on the light. You can barely see any light emitted by this little light on the right. But that's actually better than having it as bright as this one is. You see the difference, like, on the right we have, it's not an LED, it's a little glowing lamp, and it's a lot nicer. If you're half asleep and you just check in, what time is it, and you push on here, you've got this little nice light illuminating your actual clock, and it's nice on the eye. It's not too striking, it's not too little, it's just enough to tell you the time. And now imagine, I'm pro LED, like in almost every matter, but just imagine 4 o'clock in the morning, you've got 45 minutes left to sleep, and you're just pressing on the button to see what time is it, and you've got this in your face, and you just put off right away. And the thing is, you can't even see these silver dials. You can't see them as well. as here. You know, it's all bright, but the part that you actually want to see is still pretty dark, and that's a design flaw just from this one. And I'm just turning back on the light so that we can actually see something, and that ISO is getting a little bit down because, you know, grainy picture, we don't want that. So that's just the front of them and the top. That's just two differences that makes this one a much better choice in my opinion. We will turn this one around now and have a look at the back. And boom, what have we got there? We've got the on and off button here, you know, push it down, it's off, push it up, it's on, and you hear it right away. And, you know, it's annoying, but an alarm clock is always annoying, even when I'm awake. I think they're always annoying. And we've got the speaker opening right here, and the battery tray underneath here. I've got this one for half a year. This is still the stock battery, and I haven't changed it yet. But judging by the actual light here, you know, it might be time at some point. And we've got the dial for your alarm and your actual, you know, time right here. Right now, it is just when you turn that, it is just changing the alarm right there. See that? Pretty smooth action. You know, it's all plastic, so it doesn't feel really, you know, well made. But for what it is, it works just fine. To just change the time, you pull this one out, and now you can adjust the time as you like. No, pull it completely out. Now you can just adjust the time as you like. Yeah, that's for the user interface. For the user interface, I quite like that. You know, just you don't really have to look whether you turn off the alarm or not. You just push it up, and you know, bang, your alarm is on. You check in the front, what time is it set to, and yeah, you're done. This clock, on the other hand, and that's the case with many cheap ones. Look at this. So, if you have this right in front of us, you know, it's easy. We've got the alarm up here, on and off, but just the button. It is cheap, and you feel that right away. Then we've got the time adjustment right here, and we've got the alarm adjustment right here, which, you know, seems fine, but what if you're actually in the bed and you're trying to adjust it while looking at it and not on the back? So was the alarm on the right side or was it on the left? And on or off? I don't know that. Like left and right, it's switched, or is it? you just don't know. And no matter how used you get to it, I always fucked it up. So I don't like that layout of buttons, and that's really what makes this so easy to operate. You've got up and down, and you've got your alarm right here, and you're not messing with the time at all because it's automatically pushed in, and you have to pull it out to adjust the time. And you know, that's the difference of a manufacturer like Seiko. They produce clocks and watches and alarm clocks for, I don't know, decades, several decades. And what is this? This is just chronic. You know, it's got a quartz in there, nice, but chronic. You never heard that name. I didn't either. And this is a cheap Chinese one. This is a, you know, well-made Chinese one. And I don't know how much this cost in the first place, but I'm not thinking that it went over 8 to 9 euros at max. This one was about 20, could have been 25 euros via Amazon. There are no real numbers on there, just this one right here, and that's pretty much it. You can find these on Amazon. Just just search for Seiko alarm clock, and you have it. This one's actually a little bit quieter. This one is noisier than this one in terms of the actual clockwork, but all the features that this one has that make this one not so good are totally worth for this one. I'm not even knowing what I don't even know what I'm telling you right now, but just buy this one. This one's better. This one's better. And despite the fact that it's a bit on the noisy side, if you know, put it a little bit more away off your head, you shouldn't have magnetic fields close to your head anyways. So put that, 20 centimeters further away from you and you are hardly going to notice it. This was my review of this alarm clock. I hope you liked it. I hope it helped you out a little bit. I do recommend this if you are in the market for an alarm clock of this old style. I can totally recommend that for you. Just the overall setup, just how easy it is to operate, just how smooth and nice it just looks, and just by the fact that it's got such nice illuminating on there. You can see all of the digits very well. You can't here. You've got just the just the indicators illuminated, and this is so little it's not usable. But this one is. So on that bombshell, goodbye. See you next time.